Genesis chapter 37, this is when Joseph is actually in the pit, and there's a small detail that really speaks to the bigness of God. I mean, I love the Bible. The little nuggets are gold. Verse 28 says, "So when the Midianite merchants came by, Joseph's brother pulled Joseph up out of the cistern and sold him for 20 shekels of silver to the Ishmaelites, who took him to Egypt." Okay, where do the Ishmaelites originate from? Okay, you got to go back to Genesis chapter 15. I don't have time to read that. So God comes to Abraham and Sarah. They're barren. They are actually dealing with their own infertility journey. And God says, hey, I promise I'm going to give you a promised son that you're going to name Isaac. God delivers on that promise just as he said he would. And he ultimately, that becomes the 12 tribes of Israel that then leads to the birth ultimately of Jesus, the Messiah, all from the promised child of Isaac. If you know this story, though, that promised child took many, many years for God to make good on. And so in the waiting, Abraham and Sarah made a hasty, poor decision. And they decided that they were going to try to accomplish God's promise in their own timing. And so Abraham ends up taking their household maid and getting her pregnant, and they birth a son, the first son, named Ishmael. Where did the Ishmaelites come from? Ishmael. So literally, think about this. God took a 200-year-old bad decision from Abraham and Sarah and used it as Joseph's personal Uber driver to escort him into his purpose.